You know those words, they hurt me. You'd found out what made me angry, then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson and nobody cares. That's what you're here for, here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me but call me the same names again. You know I never liked them, and that's so unforgivable. I know you ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again. You ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again.
This is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are continuing with the royal family of Holcane. So in this episode, High King Edmund and Queen Luna Holcane consummated their marriage, so fingers crossed Edmund will have an heir pretty soon. And let's go really quickly through the movie and then we can go into like some more of what's going on with these Sims emotionally, I feel. So in the movie, everything kind of started right in the middle of action right over here in the chambers of the royal couple, and Edmund had the titular wind chime out, and obviously Luna, she's already been through this before because it's not her first royal consummation. She was married to Vex before this, and that aside, she was born and grew up in a royal household, so she knows exactly how that concept works. And I think Edmund was going into this knowing that he's got a huge thing, like his brother was always someone he looked up to, and I think he knows that Luna's heart is with Vex still, right? And he's going through all of this because, he wants to provide for her and he wants her to be his queen. And obviously she's agreed to this arrangement too. But at the same time, Edmund is, I feel like, just a little bit struggling to live up to his brother's place in Luna's heart and, just in her life, in her memories in general. So he kind of started by saying that I know it's not going to be as easy as it was with, my brother, my Vlaro, because with Luna and Vex, they were very much in love with each other, so it was natural for them to go through all of these motions, whereas with Edmund, it's like effort for her. But he said he wanted to do his best and, make it as smooth as possible. And Luna, she kind of hushed him because she said, well, now you're the one I'm married to, you're the husband. But you could kind of see that she was forcing herself to go through the motions, and she just wanted to kind of get it over and done with. So Edmund went along with that and said, well, if that's what you want, then that's kind of what we'll do. We'll try and make it really quick. So that was them. And then afterwards, Luna couldn't really stay in the same bed as him. She excused herself, and then Edmund stopped her and he was like, I love you, right? And she said, yes, I do, while looking at the wedding portrait. But she didn't say that she reciprocated or anything because obviously she doesn't really. So she went into the bathroom and she was looking into the mirror, and she kind of, I think, is feeling as though she's let Vex down. She was kind of speaking to, she was talking as if she's talking to Vex, and she was saying, I know I've let you down, but I'm sorry, I have to think for myself and my son, because that is the fact of the matter. Vex is not here, his parents aren't here. The only one who is High King Edmund. He's the only one that can provide for Luna, and plus, Luna is not sure anymore if there is a place for her back in Ciccar. Her family took so much pride in marrying off the children to members of royalty that they, I don't think, would be happy to have her back home. Or at least that's how Luna feels. At least, it would be a bit of a shame for her to come back a widow, and then if she did get remarried, then it wouldn't be another royal, it would be maybe nobility. She'd be marrying down. And that's kind of a big no-no for her family. I mean, even with her sister Faina, with her Stagda, the husband, Lion, he married up, right? He was from a well-known noble family, but he married into royalty. Whereas I think a royal marrying into nobility would be a big deal for the Ciccars, and Edmund is the only other royal male that she could marry. So she's thinking about this logically, and this is the best course of action for her. So that's what's going on with these guys. And very quickly, in terms of age, before I forget, so Vex, he was 6 years older than Luna, and Luna is 11 years older than Edmund. So Vex was 17 years old when Edmund was born, just to give perspective. So between the brothers, there is a 17-year difference. Okay, well, let's get into the episode. Just Edmund. I love flippin' Edmund. The more that we're playing with this series, the more I really adored Vex. When he was around, he was one of my favorite Sims, male Sims. But in this generation, I think Edmund is very slowly taking over my heart. I just am adoring him so much. And I feel so sad for him because, he's putting his heart out for Luna. But at the same time, I understand Luna. I don't feel, I'm not upset at Luna for the way she is being or the way she's acting, because it kind of makes sense. And at the same time, I feel even though Edmund does have that love for Luna, the reason why he keeps going back to Dorian is because Dorian is, he knows that Dorian pretty much grew up with his brother. Dorian was there when no one else was. before he and Vex kind of fell apart in their childhood, they did spend time together in the palace and even at Dorian's estate. So for Edmund, it's like, just for example, with Luther, Edmund is the closest thing he has to Vex, right? So he's really close to Edmund, his uncle, his Cotro. For Edmund, the closest person he has to Vex, who he really loved and looked up to, is Dorian. So I feel like there's a part of him that's kind of twisting that admiration for Dorian and the desire to be near his brother into something else, which is where the flirtations are coming from. But he is in love with Luna, and at the same time, Luna's not reciprocating, so, you know, maybe there's a whole bunch of things going on in his mind, and he's trying to find companionship and affection and, like, memories somewhere else. So, okay, we've got that going on with these guys. Let me turn autonomy back on, and we do have some whims to go off, thank goodness. Also, in the previous episode, I was talking about succession. I was trying to explain stuff, and I was saying how normally with the adopted heirs, the husband and wife have to be elders before they take on an adopted heir. Well, I just realized when I was jumping into this episode, that only applies if the head of the house or the ruler of the kingdom is a male. If the head of the house or the ruler of the kingdom is a male, then the husband and wife, like they and their wife, have to be elders before they take on an adopted heir. But if the head of the house or the ruler is a female, then once she is an elder, because she can no longer bear children, and the successors, if possible, have to be her, you know, direct blood relatives, then they can take on an adopted heir, even if the husband is an adult or younger. So, yeah, the game's being a little bit laggy, but that's fine. Right, Luther over here, I mean, his parents, I think, had some whims for each other. I mean, she is, I think, getting used to being affectionate with him at certain times, but again, it's not out of love, it's going to be out of habit. Like, she's trying to teach herself to, like, become okay with this, you know? It's like a method of survival, really. I think for Luther, this doesn't feel strange or awkward because, literally, like I said before, his father died the day he was born, so he never even got to see his father. So for as long as he has known, the parents in his house have been Edmund and Luna, and he has seen Edmund be in love with Luna ever since he was like a baby, right? Growing up, he saw Edmund be in love with Luna. So for him, you know, he's been taught growing up that Edmund is his uncle, but as far as he's concerned, he's like seeing his mother and father together, essentially, because Edmund is, you know, essentially was the father growing up. So I don't know if he really sees the struggle between his parents. If he sees the struggle between, oh, guys, she might be pregnant. She's got that thing. She's got that thought bubble. She hasn't been showing any signs, but that she had that bubble, and typically they don't have those unless there is something going on. Anyways, Edmund wanted to ask Luna about her day. I think he just wanted to check in on her to see how she's doing. And apparently they haven't even had their first kiss yet, which is interesting. Let's ask about her day if possible. Let's go do that. I feel like Edmund is quite gentlemanly. He doesn't want to push Luna towards anything. I think more or less they are kind of used to the way, or at least he's used to the way they've lived so far, which is really him not, even though he's been in love with her, not really initiating anything. It's been Luna, when she's comfortable, who's reached out to him. Okay, but Luther, he wants to cloud gaze with his Nalka. So let's see if we can go do that. They can go out and cloud gaze together. Can we get her to just change into her everyday outfit? Okay, there we go. She's gonna go out. She's gonna cloud gaze with Prince Luther. And I suppose maybe they just want to have, you know, a D&M. Just mother and son. They're gonna talk about everything that's happened recently. And I think for Luna, the whole... Oh, geez, they're doing it out in the rain. Okay, coolios. I think she's feeling even more guilty because of all the rumors going around, like the fires that have been happening, the fact that the wedding setup got all burnt up. People have been saying that Vex isn't happy, and whether or not that's true, it makes her feel as though that is the case. And that Vex actually, you know, he isn't happy with them. Haven't you already asked her about a date? You have. Okay, well, they tried to cloud gaze, didn't really work out. They ran back inside. But essentially, like, the way things have been going in terms of weather and stuff, I think Luna's taking it as omens that things, like, something's not right. Or maybe that's just her fears that it won't be right this time either. Like, she's trying so desperately, I feel like, to hold on to any semblance of security that she has with Edmund. Anyways, Edmund here wants to cloud gaze with Lord Marquise, who he is friends with, but I don't know if you can right now because it's raining. It's raining pretty badly. But, you know, it might be good for him to have some company, some friends over. Even if it is just to socialize, so let's invite him in. And then we'll cloud gaze with him. So we'll go do that. And I was gonna say, what is all, like, look at all this food all around the place. All this prep stuff. I suppose it's the staff that has been cooking for us. They're leaving things all over the place. Okay. And it's like storming and everything. Okay, let's see if we can cloud gaze with you. Although I highly doubt we'll be able to. You might just, I mean, he might just run back inside. If it was raining lightly, they might have been able to, but because it's like storming, they're kind of freaking out. Come on, let's try and cloud gaze. Wouldn't that be uncomfortable, like if it's raining, to lie down outside? You'd drown in the rain, or at least it'd feel like it. I feel, personally. And you wouldn't even be able to see anything. Like, this water keeps going into your eyes. But hey, they're witches. Maybe they have some sort of workaround. Maybe they have a spell that helps with vision. Okay. Oh, nope. They tried and they were like, ain't happening. Come on, let's put just a little bit of effort in. Just a little bit of effort. Just go on the ground. Like 5 seconds. There we go. That worked out. Okay, they're not having it. That's fine. If you guys want, you can run inside. We tried. We tried our best. Okay, what's happening? Luther is being mischievous with his Nalka. Everyone's like really tense. He literally hates mischief and he's being mischievous. What is wrong with you, Luther? I don't know. He's not into mischief very much. He's a clumsy goofball. So he is playful, but I don't know. Maybe he feels like the mischief is a bit too devious for him. He's more into innocent fun. Well, you shouldn't have been doing that then if you don't like it. Silly goose. Okay, is everyone well fed? More or less. Okay, well, we've got garlic noodles, if you guys want, and then we can call over some staff members to cook for us, which we might do once Luna has eaten. And I'm just gonna assign that bed to the butler in case the butler has changed. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case. But nothing to keep an eye on is how quickly Luna's hunger goes down, because typically that is a sign of pregnancy when they get hungry very quickly. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And I feel like we should slowly but surely start cleaning up the areas here that were destroyed. I feel like they'll leave the wedding kind of set up as it is, because it's not a space they typically use. And I feel like maybe this area is going to become kind of the forbidden area of the palace that you don't really go to, like outside here. Because it's just considered to be cursed by Vex or something, haunted by Vex. But we'll definitely fix this over time. And then, yeah, we'll kind of see if we have any signs with Luna. Oh, was that okay? I don't know if she threw up or what, but I think I saw some like kids' toys in the thought bubble that she had, like the little kid blocks, the toddler blocks. I think I saw that. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll kind of leave off, and I'll jump back in when we have some more interesting whims or, I don't know, news. We'll see. It's 8 p.m. Luna has hired a caterer to come and prepare some meals for the family, since she's afraid of fire, and we've had like so many incidents. I think 3 incidents just from her being in the kitchen. I think she's not willing to help prepare the meals right now. They're more comfortable, I think, calling someone in. And I feel like for Luna, she feel like, because people were saying stuff when the fire happened during the wedding party, and then after the wedding party, like 3 times when she tried to cook, the kitchen kept getting caught on fire. I think Luna, in her mind, feels as though Vex has kind of cursed her because of this marriage. And that it's kind of like the flames are almost like her punishment, metaphor for his wrath. So I feel like typically she's not really that superstitious, but this whole situation has like made her superstitious. So she's staying away from flames and such. Anyways, I jumped back in because Edmund had some whims that I figured we would go ahead and complete. So he wanted to be friendly with Queen Luna, and then he wanted to chat with High Lord Eldrick, one of the other nobles in his kingdom. So I don't know what he's wanting to help her out with, but we'll help her out. Or maybe we'll ask if she needs help with anything. So let's go do that. He is hungry, so hopefully the caterer has some food prepared so everyone can eat. Especially, yep, okay, he's going to eat, thank goodness. Go grab a serving of food is it mac and cheese? Oh, look at that! He's so sweet. Edmund is so sweet. Come on, Luther, let's go eat some food. Let's go eat some food. Okay. So I'll let them do their thing. He's eating over here. She's not hungry. He is hungry though, so... Does that count as friendly, I wonder? That did. Okay. I think you should go have dinner, and then we'll try and invite High Lord Eldrick over. Yeah, he's got like kind of a negative, I think... This is confusing. He's got like a green line and a red line. I don't know what that's about with Eldrick. But maybe he wants to try and fix that relationship just a little bit. Because Eldrick is, after all, one of the High Lords in his kingdom. And he should have a good relationship with his nobles. Also, I don't know if Edmund would want to repeat the relationship between the Holcanes and the Hooligans in his generation, under his rule. I mean... His brother wasn't ever for the Hooligans. But right now, Edmund is kind of getting closer, or he kind of is looking up to Dorian. And he, I think, knows that Dorian's family have a history of being close to the Holcane, so maybe that's having an influence on him. And that's why he's wanting to connect with High Lord Eldrick. But he might not be able to... Oh, nope, never mind. When his king summons, then he comes. Well, that's just excellent. Okay. Come on indoors. Come on inside. We'll have a bit of a chat. Scream incoherently. Calm down, Edmund. Calm down. I don't know why you feel compelled to scream your head off, but let us just calm down. Okay, so these Sims, we're going to start sending them to bed. You go have a bath. Had to sleep. Luna, we'll send you to bed soon. For now, see, Eldrick, this is why. Let's ask for encouragement. But this is why the royals in Holcane look down on you. You rummage through the trash. Like, what are you doing? Have some dignity, dude. Okay, I wonder if this counts as chatting, maybe? Yep, that does. Okay, excellent. So they're having a nice, friendly conversation. I suppose maybe that was it. He just wanted to help fix their relationship just a little bit. Well, that's good. Now, with Luna, she hasn't been gagging or anything like that, but she's been having all these, like, moodlets for children, for babies. So I'm wondering if that means anything. Okay, but I think we'll send her to bed. And what's going on here? Get to know Prince Luther. Well, that's nice. He wants to get to know his nephew. Maybe once Luther is done with his bath. He's busy taking a bath right now. Once he's done with that, then maybe we'll have a little D&M session with uncle and nephew. Kotro and nephew. And then he can go to bed. Because it is getting pretty late. But that's when you have D&Ms. Really late at night. Early in the morning. Right? Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say something, but now, like, I've forgotten it. Oh, yeah. I am slowly trying, in the different youth groups of the kingdoms, to ease out the older generation and ease in the younger generation. And we've started that process with Holcane, because Luther is like the oldest youngster here. But let's see. In the youths of Holcane, unfortunately, because Dorian is the head, we can't, like, boot everyone out unless we're playing with Dorian. But I did manage to add in a slot, and then also to get Edmund to leave voluntarily so that Luther could find a place for himself. And so when we go over to the next household, then I'll be able to clean up all of these, and then Luther should become the new head, I think, of Youths of Holcane at that point, and then we'll kind of add in all the other kids. So that way we can have a youth group for this next generation. Okay, why don't you come here and get to know your nephew a little bit more. And he's been having a good conversation with Eldrick, so that's good. It's good to know that they can converse without arguing, because with Vex, it was just so difficult. He never liked Eldrick. He found every excuse not to get along with Eldrick. But okay, let's have a little bit of a chat. And in all honesty, guys, doesn't it feel like we have a younger Vex here? Luther has got Vex's genes through and through. Like, he's got Vex's eyes, hair, and skin. And Vex had long hair as well, so it kind of feels like we have a younger version of Vex here. Although Vex wasn't even that old when I think he was a young adult when he died. That's it's interesting. But okay, guys, I think it's bedtime. Time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. So you are going to have to say goodbye to Eldrick, and then you are going to join Luna in your chambers. And we'll jump back in when we have some more things going on. We are jumping back in on this beautiful pop-up from High Lady Calypso Siddeley. So she has contacted Queen Luna, and she's thinking about expanding the family, which thank goodness, because I think when we were playing with them last round, they failed to conceive, and we were so excited. But this does make me scared, like I say, because even if our Sims have children while we're not playing with them, when I update my spreadsheet, I do a roll to see whether or not they survived childbirth. And actually, another update. We have 2 new additions to the population from Lady Valena, Holbart, and then from High Queen Nimue Ramong. So Valena's 4th child, and she did survive that childbirth. Both of the ladies did. Valena's 4th child is a girl, so she has 3 boys, and then finally she had a girl. And her name is Marina Holbart, so Miss Marina Holbart. And then with High Queen Nimue, she had a boy. So she also survived. They have High Prince Rune Ramong. And he's got her white eyes, her green skin, and his father's light brown hair. Whereas with the Holbarts, it's kind of funny with the Holbarts because Dorian has purple skin, black hair, white eyes, and Valena has dark blue. Actually, no, it's the other way around. Valena has white eyes, dark skin, and like auburn hair, and then Dorian has dark blue eyes, black hair, and purple skin. Dorian's oldest son, Emmerich, he has the father's purple skin and black hair, but he has the mother's white eyes. And then the other 3 children, they have the opposite genes. So they have their mother's auburn hair and dark skin, but they have their father's dark blue eyes. So it's kind of interesting. Like, their kids are coming out one or the other. But the youngest one, she's like her 2nd and 3rd brothers. She's got the auburn hair, the dark skin, and oh wait, no, they all have black hair, I think. All the kids have black hair, actually. Yeah, it's just the eye and skin that's different. Anyways, confusing. I'll go into the family tree and I'll show you guys. But this is exciting, and we're going to encourage her to go for that, of course. But yes, when she does have that baby, then I will roll off camera to see whether or not she survived. And she does have, I think it's a 15% chance, from what I remember, whether or not she will die. So, Also, I have been noticing with Luna, again, she hasn't gagged or anything like that. We should know for sure around 2 p.m. today. But she keeps having these thought bubbles with baby stuff. But, like, I think she's handling pregnancy. She is very, very well. She doesn't seem to be sick at all. Anyways, I will let her be. She wants to be friendly with High King Edmund, so that is good. But let me go through the family tree, actually, so I can show you guys, if possible, the new additions. So let's see, Lion, Dorian. Yeah, so right, his kids, they all have black hair. Sorry, my bad. They all have black hair, but the oldest one has the father's purple skin and the mother's white eyes. The younger 3, they have the mother's dark skin and the father's dark blue eyes. So we have Emmerich, then Soren, then Harold, and the youngest, the newest addition, is Marina Holbart. So there we go, those little cuties. And then, if we go, I love how the Ciccar family literally connects all the kingdoms. They connect Ciccar, they connect, Holcane and Ramong. But these guys, look at that! They had a little baby boy, High Prince Rune Ramong. So he's got his father's light brown hair, and it's curly like his mother. And then he's got the green skin and the white eyes from Nimue. So there we go. I'm so happy. They have their heir. I was so stressed for Nimue, but we don't have to worry anymore. That kingdom is secure. The only one that we're really worrying about, I mean, right now, Luna is kind of showing signs, so I think Holcane's going to be secure in the near future. Fingers crossed. The only one who's not helping is Faina. So she's the one that we would love a pop-up for. Because, you know, she's also kind of up there in age. So we definitely want something to happen. Something to happen there. Okay, Edmund, why don't you wake up? Let's use the restroom. Let's go down and eat. Oh, okay, food has gone bad. We need a caterer. So let's hire a caterer to come and cook some food for us. We don't want Edmund to starve, of course. Also, Edmund is like a very good looking sim. Gotta say, guys. He is very, very good looking sim. Okay, it is summer apparently. Sometimes the seasons escape me. It's been raining quite a bit. And like, he's screaming incoherently. You know what? I just think everyone in this house is getting stressed from the rumors and the fires. And they're reading a little bit too much into the weather. I think that's what's going on. Look at him. He's being paranoid and everything. I think both of them, they're acting like this because, you know, it's like, oh my goodness, it's a sign from the heavens. It's a sign from the netherworld that Vex is unhappy. But really, you should stop stressing yourself out so much. And Luna's freaking out. Okay, honey, can you prep some food for us? The High King of Holcane is hungry. Thank you. Okay, Nimue is trying to contact us. Nope, we do not wish to go anywhere. If you want to expand the family some more, however, feel free to contact Luna. She'll influence you the right way. Come on, let's get a move on some food. Look at him. He just gave up. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to cook my own eggs and toast because no one's doing anything here. And I'm hungry. I do not wish to starve. Actually, food's like done. Look, got some nice caprese salad. It's done. I guess maybe he's just in an eggs and toast mood. Also, he probably knows you don't leave food on the stove unattended. It's probably not the smartest thing. And he does exactly that. That's fine. Let's go for some caprese salad. Let's just go eat the salad. And is anyone going to empty these bins? Like, you know what? I think it's because we don't have the appropriate trash cans. Okay, we're going to get rid of these. And I don't like having the small bins even in the kitchens. I would much rather just have like the proper big garbage cans for them to use. Like this one. I'd rather just pop this in. Like even out here. So that the kitchen can use that without having to go out or anything like that, you know? So hopefully they can throw things in here without making too much of a mess. Okay, finally, jeez. Well, yes, you feel like screaming. Hopefully your maid comes and cleans things up. Also, the maids, I have discovered, do actually clean the soot on the floor. Obviously they can't do anything outside, but they will clean the soot on the floors inside. Because like, my Sims didn't do anything, but you look, everything looks clean now. It's back to the way it was beforehand. But Luna, you wanted to be friendly with Edmund. Actually, where are you right now? You're down here. You're gonna stay down here or are you going up? She's going up. Well, let's try not to pee ourselves. And then... oh, jeez. Edmund? Calm down, Edmund. Calm the flip down. Let's try and brighten his day. Let's brighten his day. Maybe that'll just ease him out a little bit. I feel like he's... well, not really. I was gonna say, I feel like he's pretty calm. emotionally stable around Luna, but I mean, he wasn't exactly showing his emotional stability when he was screaming incoherently in her face. So, yeah. I suppose times like this really shows, you know, that he's younger. I guess it just really shows that he's the younger one. So both, like, these guys and who else was it? I think it was the sisters. They are 11 years apart from one another, which is kind of interesting. Okay, where are you gonna go speak to him? Oh, he just decided to go into the pool in the rain. Well, that's cool too. Let's go brighten his day. Come on, stop running around, dude. Maybe try to console him. He's kind of just all over the place right now. Let's just attempt to speak with him. Oh, look! Guys! Look, we just got the notification that Queen Luna is eating for two. There we go, guys. Good news. Good news. Edmund is going to have his heir. And Luther is gonna have a half sibling / cousin. But, you know, we're only gonna count the closest relation. Okay. I think Edmund is just over the moon right now. I think he's crazy happy that he and Luna are having a child together and that he's gonna have his heir. Oh, that is so cool. I'm so excited. I'm so flippin' excited. And good job, Luna. Seriously, Luna has been just successful in terms of procreation. Every single time that she's had a chance to. I mean, the only other time she really tried was during the royal consummation with Vex, and that resulted in Luther. And this one was successful with Edmund. So, I'm excited. I'm so excited. And I'm curious to see what the child's gonna look like, because Edmund has different genes from Vex. Like, he doesn't have Vex's eyes or Vex's skin. They've got the red hair, but that child will definitely look different from Luther. So it'll be interesting. Because Vex has pink eyes. He inherited that from his Kotyan. Edmund has red eyes. He does not have the pink ones. So that'll be interesting. Ah, my goodness. Okay, well, I was just gonna say the Ciccars have been quite successful. Elrond finally delivered with Nimue. Luna has no problems whatsoever. Faina, hopefully Faina steps up to the plate. Like, come on, Faina. Your siblings are, like, doing all they can. Okay, Elrond took some time, but he got there in the end. Obviously, Nimue, like, initiated it, but he, you know, he delivered. He did his part. Now it's just up to Faina. But I'm excited for this. I hope Luther likes his new half sibling. Like, I really hope so. He does. He adores his Nalka, and he is really close with his Kotro. So I imagine he would be happy. Plus, Luther growing up, like, he's never been disillusioned. He always knew he was not in line, and he knew he was not the heir. And he never really had a problem with it. Like, he's a good... no, wrong. I'm looking at the wrong one. He's playful. His playful is clumsy. I feel like a part of Luther is at peace with the fact that he's not heir, and he maybe even feels that he's not... Like, it's not his personality to, you know, hold the reins and rule the kingdom. He would rather have... I think the comforts of a royal household, but he doesn't necessarily want the responsibility of it, and is happy for the fact that he's gonna have a sibling now that is gonna do that. Like, this next child that's coming to the household is literally gonna be born for that responsibility. So I think he's gonna be excited about this, just as excited as us. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.